All right, here's a chance to practice 6.5 with SOH CAH TOA. And a couple of things. This is going to be a little bit of a longer one. Pointing out that your calculator needs to be in degree mode. So find the mode button and change from radian to degree mode if you haven't already done that. And we're going to go through a couple of these things. In the first one, triangle BCD, measure of angle C is 32, BD is 4, determine DC, and then determine BC using trigonometry. You could use the Pythagorean theorem, but let's try to use trig. And on the second triangle, in triangle GFH, here we're going to have two lengths. GF is 2, FH is 3, and from that we're going to set up and find measure of angle G and H. Okay, pause. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. In BCD, measure of angle C is 32. BD is 4, right? And then determine DC. So what we do is we say that the acute angle 32 has an opposite, and we're looking for a hypotenuse. So that would mean sine. So we set up the situation of sine 32 is equal to 4 over DC. Right? If you multiply both sides by DC, we'll do this here. I'm going to try to, and then we will divide both sides by sine 32 at the same time. We end up with this nice thing where DC is equal to 4 over sine 32. Okay, and what we do is we take that right into the calculator and punch in 4 divided by sine of 32, and you should end up with about 7.55. Okay, and that's the answer you should get for DC. And then let's do the same thing for using 32 again, and we have a 4, which is an opposite. The question is, what is BC over here? That's an adjacent, so that's tangent, O and A. So tangent of 32 is equal to 4 over BC. Right? It turns out that BC will be 4 over tan 32, and 4 over tan, 4 divided by tan 32 is 6.4. 6.40. Okay, hopefully you got those. And on the second one down below, in this one we have GF is 2 and FH is 3, right? Determine G. Okay, so this one's a little bit tougher. These are always a little bit tougher. We are looking at angle G. We are looking at an opposite leg and an adjacent leg, and that suggests tangent again. So we set up this true statement. Tangent of G is opposite, which is 3, over adjacent, which is 2. To apply this, and we're going to talk about this over time, G ends up being, we're going to use this, oops, not sine, tangent inverse of 32. On your calculator, you have a button that looks just like that. It's actually right here. And if we plug in, so second tan of 3 divided by 2, you should get G is about 56.31 degrees, 56.31 degrees. Okay, so that's G. Now we could find H by subtracting from 180, or we could also say that the relationship between H, and 2 and 3, in this case, O is 2 and adjacent is 3. And so tangent of H is 2 over 3. This is a good way to practice. H turns out to be tan inverse for the calculator 2 over 3, and that gives you tan inverse of 2 divided by 3 is 33.69. 33.69 degrees. And hopefully you got those two answers.